I always wanted to fly an RC paper airplane, and this Delta Wing looks just like a paper airplane. So this is courtesy of Banggood. I want to thank them for saying this for review. This image here is the graffiti version is the one that I have, and then there's this lightning version. The graffiti version they're showing on here is just the completed airframe with no electronics, and if you look at the lightning, you see all the electronics are installed. This did not come with any instructions, manual, anything, no guide. But it looks like it's going to be very simple, very easy to assemble and build, and I will be publishing an assembly video as well. So watch for that. All right, so here are all the bits and pieces. You can see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 main parts to the airframe, and that's it. I mean, like I said, it's going to be easy to build this RC paper airplane, Graffiti Delta Wing. All right, so, and it's sub 250 grams. So I think the all-up weight is listed at 152 grams. We'll see once we get it all assembled with all the electronics and the battery, but I would be surprised if it's much over that. So you've got your main wing right here, your two wing halves. You can tell that by the elevons. All right, that you got foam hinges there on the elevons, and then here are the sides of the aircraft. You got your vertical stabilizers here. Everything is already, all the slots and everything are already cut in the wings and in the fuselages, so you're not going to have to worry about any of that. Although I will be cutting some slots for carbon reinforcement in this. Okay, just be aware of that. And then you've got these two mushroom halves over here that are doublers for the nose, and there are slots cut for your Velcro strap. This is actually designed to hold your battery. All right, so you can see here that you've got the main section is composed of 3 different lengths of 2 millimeter solid carbon rod for reinforcement of the wing section. And then you also get these, you get spare control rods. They put packed in 4 linkage rods into the kit. You're only going to use 2, so they did give you some spare items in this kit. It comes with the 1306 3100 kV motor. You get 2 3050 3-blade props. You get a little pack here with the motor mount screws. The motor did come with 2 millimeter bullet connectors already attached. You get Emax 12 amp ESC that is rated for 2S to 4S, and it has a 5 volt 1 amp BEC, and also has 2 millimeter bullet connectors already connected, and uses a red JST connector for your battery. So other than assembly of the airframe, all the electronics are ready to go. You get a little pack here with all your bits and pieces. You get control horns, and you get linkage stops, which I really like to use linkage stops. You get 2 4.3 gram digital servos, and then we'll take a look at some more images here. So here's a closer up image of the motor. It just has this conical lock nut on the top. Really easy to use. These 1306 motors, the 3100 kV and 4000 kV motors, have been my workhorses on 2S for a long time. They provide very good power for the size of motor that they are, and they also are very efficient. I get some good power and good flight time out of them. I'm guessing this 3100 kV motor will probably be able to handle 3S as well. I know that the ESC is rated for 2S to 4S, so I know the ESC can handle 3S. My guess is that 3100 kV, probably with a slightly smaller pitch prop on here, maybe 3028 or a 3x3 3-blade prop. You could probably push this with a 3S LiPo as well. Here is the 3 2mm solid carbon rods. Those are already cut to length, so you don't have to do anything with those. All right, and then you also get these 6 Velcro straps. I think that is mostly for wire management that they provided in the kit, which is nice that they included all that kind of stuff. There's a closer image of all the bits and pieces. You also get an Allen wrench in there. You get there's a close-up of the 4.3 gram digital servos. A lot of times these don't come with digital servos. A lot of times they just come with analog servos. And what I found is that digital servos not only have more torque than analog servos, but they hold their centers much better as well. All right, and here's a closer look at the 2 mushroom halves here that you're going to use for nose reinforcement and also to hold your battery. All these little plywood pieces here came in a single sheet. I just punched them out. You know, they're already perforated. You can punch them out easy enough. These 4 pieces right here are going to make up the little box that's going to serve as the motor mount, the carriage for the motor mount. I'll probably also maybe put my receiver in there as well. Maybe tie the ESC to the bottom of it, or maybe actually have my gyro housed inside this little unit. I think it might fit in there. All right, and then these little holders right here. These are guides and holders for the 2mm carbon rod. So these will glue into the top of the wing, and then the carbon rod just slides through those. And those will hold everything in place. You also get 2 3mm high by 0.5mm thick, 1 meter in length carbon slats. You get 2 of those. So I've already cut some of mine to length. I've got 2 of them cut to length that I think I cut them to 410mm each. Those are going to be used as reinforcement on the fuselage halves from nose to tail. And then I've got these 2 shorter 150mm length sections that I'm going to use for reinforcement on the elvons. The foam glue that I'm going to be using for this that I recommend is either foam tack or foam cure. Either one of those will work really well and won't damage the foam. And here's a closer up image of all these little plywood pieces. If any of you are wanting to follow along on the assembly, I will be publishing the assembly video here shortly. All right, we're back to the beginning. So, like I said, there's no guide, assembly guide on this. But if you just look at how it's put together and you look at the pieces that come in the kit, it's going to be a really easy build. So stay tuned for the assembly video. That's a wrap on this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in the Tinker's Lab.